Here with ESPN Truehoop after the Hawks' 107-99 loss to the Charlotte Hornets. Now, this is their second loss to this Hornets group, and I think the biggest reason why has been versatility. When you're facing guys like Nicholas Batum, Marvin Williams, and a Michael Kidd-Gilchrist that can guard multiple positions, it poses a big threat for this Hawks offense that relies so heavily on patience. And at times in this game, I feel like they rushed themselves because of how long and athletic this Hornets team is. And that was really evident late in the fourth quarter. But let's go to the second quarter here where the Hornets got off to a 20-11 run. That's also been a big issue in a lot of these losses for the Hawks, where teams are shooting about 48-49% from the field in the second quarter. Tonight, the Hornets shot 58% from the field. And it just points to a lack of rhythm being able to establish for this Hawks group. Bud tried different lineups there in the second quarter, tried a small lineup, then tried a larger lineup there. None of it really seemed to work there. Third quarter was definitely a bright spot for this team in this game. Paul Millsap led the way with 14 points in that third quarter there. It carried over to the fourth. They were able to get a 1-point lead, but that was quickly wiped away by a Dwight Howard technical, followed up by a couple turnovers by Schroder, missed free throws by Schroder as well. Defensively, they had a lot of lapses there. Pick and roll coverage was not that sharp there late in the fourth quarter. And it really just points to the fact that this team is still figuring out how to win games. And Kent Bazemore talked about that post-game, that after all that losing, now they've got a couple wins under their belt, and they still have to learn how to close out games. Schroder, it really points to another key with him, that it's going to be a couple of growing pains with him, and this is one of those games I think will be good for him to point to later on this season, to how to know how to not close out games, and it'll really help him out how to properly handle these kind of clutch situations like they had to tonight. Good sign for this team here after the game. Dwight Howard and Dennis Schroder stayed after the shoot-around the practice facility, really showing that leadership. I think that's a great sign for this group. I think one of the things missing here with this team was just somebody stepping up in that leadership role and not just having to be vocal about it, but demonstrating it. And I think that's a huge plus for this team, for those two guys to step up the way they did tonight, stay after the game, shoot around because they were not happy with their performance. Now comes in the Minnesota Timberwolves Wednesday night. Will definitely be a tough one against a young team that's so athletic like the Timberwolves are, so versatile like this Hornets team is. So definitely be another test for this Hawks group. Eric Yeboah here, ESPN Truehoop. Peace.